Welcome
to the
celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. My name's John.
And I'm Sarah.
We thank you for stopping by again on this, is it Tuesday or
Tuesday.
What day it is?
What day
I have
is
no
it?
clue.
We do know it's Thanksgiving week.
It is.
Yes, it's Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. And as you can see from John's wonderful hunting vest, he went to go get the turkey dinner.
Oh, that's what
Yes.
that's what yes.
The turkey.
Actually, after here I have to go pick up the turkey at Big
Do you?
Trees.
Which you don't eat.
Oh, I'll eat turkey.
Oh, you do eat turkey.
Yeah, I'll eat turkey.
You just don't eat beef.
I'll eat beef.
I thought you were a vegetarian.
Well,
Almost.
occasionally,
Sometimes.
but I'm kind of like somewhat kosher stuff, so I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kosher.
Yeah.
Sort of. Okay.
Yeah. We thank
So
you.
you're going to go pick the turkey up instead of hauling it out of the bush.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Now, Sarah covered Board of Supervisors
I went to the Board
today.
of Supervisors,
Yeah.
and it was exciting.
It was. What happened at Board of Supervisors today, Sarah?
Yes. I tell you, an exciting thing happened. A woman in the elections department, this isn't the exciting part, but it's sort of exciting for her. She's a 26-year veteran of Calaveras County, and she's retiring. Her name is Sandra Rader, and she has worked on over 50 elections.
50 elections.
50. Can you imagine 50 elections?
Wow.
And she is just the sweetest woman.
And
I tell you.
Calaveras tends to, they do a pretty decent job on getting elections done,
very
don't
good
they?
job. Very good job. So she's retiring, and the Board of Supervisors presented her with a very nice resolution and plaque congratulating her on her retirement and her service to the county. So I actually took a photo.
Wow.
See, there's
Sarah took a photo.
I took
very
a photograph.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
So that actually, that's the top of my Board of Supervisors news. But there's other, like, sort of little, more than little, actually. There's a general plan part of the Board of Supervisors today.
No way.
Everything happened in public comment. Everything, I mean, it was just like,
that's the way
they
it usually
all went
is.
up there. And Community Development Director Stephanie Moreno gave a general plan update to let everybody know what's going on, and apparently the preliminary baseline report for the general plan is up on the website.
It is up on the site.
It's up on the site, and in 2.5 weeks, the final public draft will be ready for public comment.
So then they're going to start the road show over again, right?
Then they're starting the visionary workshops from December 1st to December 12th.
Those visionary workshops.
That's right, and the agendas will be posted on the website for each of those visionary workshops, so you'll be able to go and give your vision of what you think the county should look like. And if you actually want your very own copy of the baseline report, preliminary baseline report, it's $85 per copy, or you can buy it on CD for $15, or you can look at it on the web.
Look at it for free online.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
they're putting a copy in every single library as well.
We were going to actually try to put it in one file that people could download, but they have it broken up in like 30 pieces. So
they do.
It was
so
one
it's
of those
not
things
just one
where,
file. Okay.
yeah, it was like all these different. You know, you have the introduction and all the rest of the stuff because it was because we thought, it'd be kind of a nice little thing to have it as one little thing.
One little thing for people to just pull down and read. Exactly.
But they can still do it, but it's going to be
in 30 packets.
Many parts. Many parts.
Many parts that make the whole.
Yes.
Exactly. And Sheriff Dennis Downham got up and told the board that he thinks there will be no issue with jail money being made available to rural counties. Last week, not only he, but also representatives from Senator Cox's office and Assemblyman Berryhill's office, amongst other rural county legislative members, went to talk to the Corrections Standards Authority, who is actually writing a report as far as recommendation for the money from the state for jails. And he says that he thinks that everyone will be pleasantly surprised.
Now,
that
did he
we'll
mention
be in great shape.
Anything today? Because when we were covering the sheriff, the retired sheriff thing on Saturday, he had mentioned that he thought they may only be like $5 million off. As far as
he
for
didn't
that
mention
fund.
numbers
so I
today.
think, I don't. That may be not a hard thing, but I think that sounds like a whole bunch of money. But if you can get that close.
If you're only $5 million off, yeah, in a $40 million project, yeah,
we'll
not
get
too
it
bad.
done. Yeah, I mean, what's a few million?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
yeah.
you know, you can buy a small island for that, supposedly.
Yes, you could.
And also two other things. One, the tentative subdivision track map for Arnold.
Yeah.
Up there in Meadowmont.
Yeah.
Actually, it passed. And that's for 18 lots up in the Meadowmont area. Apparently,
is it off of Pine Drive? Is that
it is
long?
Off of
that's
Pine
the
Drive.
that long parcel off of Pine Drive. Okay.
There was discussion about driveways and access
Sure.
and those types of issues, and it did pass. Apparently, they could have actually subdivided it into 30 lots.
Now that probably would have caused a little more.
But they chose to do
ruckus.
18, so look for that to start. And also, this is kind of a cool thing. The Humane Society came to the board to tell them that Calaveras County Humane Society Animals for Adoption will be featured on Comcast very soon.
Yes, we heard that.
Yes. So you can go to Comcast and see what animals are available here
On
in the
demand,
county.
right?
On demand. On demand. So that's a very cool thing.
Now, for those of you who are a little curious on the on-demand stuff on Comcast, to throw a little nerdly perspective on it, because this is pretty cool.
A little
because
nerdliness, yes.
a little nerdliness is that's basically the same as clicking a mouse on something on that internal Comcast
it
network,
is.
except that you have the remote. But it's
right.
basically an IP-driven network. It's virtually identical. A little bit of local business news. If you've driven past through Murphy's, you'll notice the signage is now up for Figaro's Pizza and Growler's Craft Brewery. Growlers. And the reason they're calling it Growlers is they're going to dispense beer in growlers.
What are growlers?
They're like the like 2 pints or 2 quarts. They're like the it's a European thing.
Oh, is it?
It's the way they do it in a
Europe.
lot of in Europe. So it'll actually go from the fermenting tanks into a holding tank, but it'll never be kegged or anything. It'll go straight into a growler. It was very pretty in there. We went in there yesterday,
it nice?
And they're actually taking applications for new hires now, and with the projected opening of December 15.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah. Wow. Just in time for the holidays.
Just in time.
December
and
15th.
We also did another little. Can I go into a little business piece?
Sure.
Is that all right? Another little thing today.
You're allowed.
All right. Is we took some shots, and this is another one of the growlers there. Now, the Figaro's Pizza are also going to have subs. There's going to have a lot of different stuff. So I think they're going to cater to the. They're almost going to be kind of a little bit separate. They're going to have like a center courtyard in the middle of the building. The brewery will be on one side, the pizza's there, so and then they're going to have some outside seating where they can have bands and stuff like that.
Very cool. It's a nice building.
It is. And one thing we thought was kind of cool, see this the brick wall along here.
Yes.
They actually are having some water fountains built into the wall. And what this will do is a audio buffer for the road. So every 4 feet they're going to have a thing. And this
a fountain.
To audio buffer. And this kind of takes us on. We got a couple slides here I was going to show. Okay. And this takes us on to. We stopped by today and took some slides in Calaveras Lumber in their Christmas shop in Calaveras Lumber. If you haven't been in, or if you're watching this from out of the area, if you see these shots here, no, it isn't Macy's or something like that. It is actually
Calaveras Lumber.
And
you can buy these trees complete.
Yeah, or they have...
they'll come and set them up for you for a fee.
Wow.
That's my understanding.
And they've got... It's just really amazing what they have in Calaveras Lumber. It truly is. You'll go through some of these slides, and if you go in, it's nothing like you've ever seen in a lumber store. It's
they
straight...
have very unique items.
It's Macy-esque.
It's very Macy-esque. Yeah, F.A.O. Schwartz-esque.
Yes, even above... Macy-esque, right?
Above Macy-esque.
Yeah, but they have some really great, just kind of gorgeous. Oops, we got a sideways. I didn't do all my stuff there. But,
Oopsie-daisies.
But it's really like all these trees. Yeah, we didn't do the tree. We just pulled them in. We didn't do all. We better
just
rotate our trees here. Yeah, we better rotate our trees. But they, but anyway, if you haven't been.
It's worth going in and taking a look. It really is. It's beautiful.
And they work hard every year. They do buying trips and everything else specifically for the Christmas shop.
And that's just as you go in the doors. It's just there on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
So it's right there. There we go.
There's Mrs.
Santa
Fullaway
and Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, right next to you there. So, anyway, it's really something that is really quite spectacular.
That's right. Good to see.
See, a lot of these people there, they act like they didn't want to leave the store.
That they probably
just kind
didn't.
of wanted to hang out and
just check it out.
Yeah.
Check out all the stuff, because that's like a cowboy tree.
Yeah, I mean, there's different collections, and they even have some like handcrafted collections from people. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
All right. Enough for.
So there you go.
That.
There you go. So we've done supervisors.
So now Sarah, she's quite the world traveler. Now you're going to Texas for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to Texas for Thanksgiving.
Texas for Thanksgiving.
Yes, John's like fascinated because I'm like out of town all the time.
Yeah,
except
I mean that's
for when
just
I'm
world
sitting here
traveler. I mean she's just
Texas, and we should have done a remote from Texas.
I know.
Except for it's
now
actually
your parents recently moved to Texas.
They recently moved to Texas.
Now it's a little bit of an aside, a little bit of a detour. Now I think this is kind of been interesting because your parents are English, correct?
My mom is
Your
English.
mom is
yes.
English. Okay. Your dad is not?
My stepdad is
Your
not.
stepdad is not.
We'll get into the family dynamics.
Oh, sorry. We didn't.
Shall we?
We swerved it. But
I'm
there's
genetically
that,
completely
but
English.
There's that, the English thing, but somehow that doesn't jive with the image
the whole
of
Thanksgiving
Texas.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that too.
Mm-hmm. That too.
That
oh my,
too.
yes. What are these turkeys about? That's that's the hue and cry of most immigrants. Actually, what's Thanksgiving about? Why are my children bringing home little turkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And while we're on Thanksgiving a little bit, if you've been on
there are a lot of Thanksgiving dinners going on at different restaurants.
There are, and that's one thing we were going to pull up here.
Cool.
We've tried to pull a few of them and put them up on the site. Now here's one now for the Bear Valley Lodge, the Creekside Dining Room. They're going to have it from 4 to 8 p.m. You can have turkey with sage sauce, black forest ham, roasted yams with red peppers, garlic mashed potatoes, couscous stuffing with dried fruit, creamed spinach, green beans, almondine.
Wow, that sounds good.
Yeah, cranberry sauce, potato and squash, curry salad, mixed green salad, dinner rolls.
Boy, I'm hungry already.
I know, homemade pumpkin pie, coffee or tea. Call for reservations 753-2327. We also have yes, and we also have several other restaurants, venues.
Murphy's Hotel.
Murphy's Hotel
is having a Thanksgiving dinner. Greenhorn Creek is
Greenhorn
too.
Creek.
Yes.
So go on there.
There we go. Camps.
Yep.
Greenhorn Creek. Oh, you don't have that up. But
I don't.
That's another one. That's black forest ham, roast turkey, prime rib.
That's for the Greenhorn Creek
one. That's Greenhorn Creek. Mm-hmm.
And where's the Murphy's Hotel?
The trees from the Festival of Trees they're still up.
Still
and
going
apparently
on.
There were a lot of benches that were decorated this year as well.
Festival of Benches?
Festival of Benches.
Very nice.
And that was a little tidbit that came to me today. And so it'll be a little different for when you go this weekend. If you happen to be around, go and check the Festival of Trees and Benches out.
And also, we have a little business profile up there. Now, this is a company that does professional organizing. It's the Moyles, and they call their business the House Whisperer.
Wow. They sure will be yelling in my house. And pray tell, how do they whisper to the houses?
Well, it's the keeping everything in its place. And
that's right.
See, Nancy is actually a... Oops.
Oopsie
I guess we'll play a little bit of it here.
Okay.
Has a degree in interior decorating. But the interesting thing about it is she wanted to do just interior decorating, but found out that you have to get the house organized, but you can't do the interior decorating without doing the organizing. So,
there you go. You open that door, where do I go? What do I do?
So this is a
and stuff that you've had since third grade.
Yeah, the stuff since the third grade.
You have stuff since the third grade in your house?
67 years old now.
Probably.
It's about time to get rid of it.
Mentally, I'm still in the third
No, I
grade.
guess one of the things you guys specialize in is in a type real
No
estate
comment.
market.
No comment on that one.
You would recommend for somebody if they're getting
And
ready to
it's
put a house
Tim
on the
and
market
Nancy
or,
Boyle.
Okay.
give one that's on the market a little boost, a little to separate them from the competition.
It's kind
out
of a
there.
cute little
Oh,
thing.
very much so.
Okay.
Nancy was
Because,
terrified to be on
With the
camera.
service, we can
Oh, is
come
that why
in
she's sideways?
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and her husband Tim did all the
Right
talking
now,
because.
you don't
okay.
have
But
full
she's probably the one who
budget
goes in
this
and
budget.
Yeah.
susses
Oh yeah, she does
everything out.
everything. Out. That's probably like what some of Sarah said about.
Or come in, use what you already have.
Oh,
fill
you're
it,
talking
make
about
it
there.
work.
There are a lot of ways it doesn't have to be
We can come in and show you
prohibitively
what to do. We
expensive
can
either. Because a lot of
come and
times,
do it all for you. You can do it yourself.
people are good
Right.
at it. They can
You know, and for
unclutter things
a fair
Yes.
and give your
amount of
house a
money,
completely different
because the
look. It's
cost
like
of,
They can free up space. They come in from
wow,
outside
this
the
isn't
view.
so bad.
It's amazing what these
Very nice.
professional organizers can
You
do.
do interior design
Clutter
as well.
control.
You have a degree in interior design, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Is that an ancillary part of the business that you do as well, or is it primarily the...
It all ends up being the same.
Okay.
We end up doing kind of clean up first and then
Okay.
redesign and make it look nice.
Because I guess you have to do the cleanup before you can do the other part anyway, right?
That's exactly how it got started.
Super.
Boy, you are
Now they
sharp,
also-
John.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
we're-
you are sharp.
Nothing gets by us. So, and she's probably going to be, and Nancy will be writing a little column on
Oh, that'll be kind of cool.
organizing and cleanup,
Yes.
probably starting the next few weeks.
All right, so
So-
look for that in the future. Definitely.
So there's still time. So if in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, if you want to get your house
uncluttered.
uncluttered,
That's the best time to do it
yeah.
because it's going to clutter up
'Cause
after
it-
Christmas
you think?
again. Yes. Oh yes.
Well, what other little tidbits were there from the board of soups? Anything exciting?
You know what? That was about it. There wasn't. That was actually those were little
All right.
tidbits. There was just it was a little tidbitty day at Board of Supervisors. It wasn't.
Now on to
Anything
next
really
week's
huge.
agenda. Is the extending the moratorium of the planning moratorium? Is that on next week's? Is it? Have you
I
checked
have not
on that?
looked at next week's, so I don't know the answer to that question.
right.
I would have waited till next week
Oh, till we talked about
until we
it.
talked about it.
Yeah,
but that's
okay.
okay. That's okay.
All right, makes sense.
But
All
I
right.
think you should talk about the Big Trees Market ad for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, all right. So if
There
you
we
haven't
go.
so if you haven't got your turkey yet, we have Big Trees Markets has Norbest turkeys for $1.49 a pound.
That's right.
Red
And
yams,
coupons.
red
Coupons.
yams, coupons. So there we go. So the full ad. Now this week's ad for Big Trees Market is a 2-week ad.
I see that.
It is a full 2 weeks long. So stock up on Carnation evaporated milk,
That's
10 for
right.
$10. Gold medal flour, 2 for $3.
That's right.
Sugar, $2.49 for a 5-pound bag.
Wow.
Wow.
You're just
We're
ripping
just-
through that.
And see, that would presuppose that I ever cook, but I
You
don't.
don't.
No. So
No.
as my wife would say, it's mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, mac and cheese, mac and cheese. Huh?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Campbell's Soup's on sale, right?
Yeah.
Cream soups for the infamous green beans.
Green
and
bean
mushroom.
casserole,
Yeah,
huh?
that's what it's called.
That's
green
right.
bean casserole. That's it. That's it. And then let's see if there's what the fresh food section has.
Anything exciting? Yeah, let's see. More hams
More
and
ham. Jarred oysters.
jarred oysters. Ah.
That would be a little different for
So
Thanksgiving.
that way.
Yes, and there we go. Cool it. Let's see.
I want to cover. Nothing exciting there.
I can't find any fresh
All right.
food. I'm sure it's here. But anyway,
And also, as you may have heard, because of we had something posted on this last week, that in anticipation of the Santa Ana winds, the state of California is moving assets into place just in case.
yes.
Just in case. In fact, Cal Fire, the Tuolumne Calaveras unit, has also sent several units and several strike teams, pieces of equipment into place, staged down there in Southern California. Because I don't think anybody wants anything remotely like what happened a few weeks ago
No,
to happen.
definitely not.
So
definitely not.
I think that's, if you want a little more details on that, that's up on the site, the release on that. They are pushing assets into play there, so we hope that they're not needed.
They're not needed, but it's always better to be safe than sorry,
Yeah.
especially with things like that. But since we're talking about sort of state news a little bit, I wanted to just touch on two things.
Sure.
$10 billion water bond may reach February ballot. This is from Capital Weekly.
$10 billion water bond. That kind of
$10
dwarfs
billion.
That kind of
Dwarfs our little jail. Our possible $5 million gap. A long-stalled attempt to place an unprecedented water bond before California voters on February 5th is making new progress, with a proposed $10 billion plan that would include money for both groundwater and surface storage. A final agreement could be reached by the end of this week, with floor votes in the Senate and Assembly next week.
Wow.
Which is just mind-boggling.
And did you hear on national stuff, on the Iowa caucuses, Obama is now in the lead.
Yes.
It's still within that margin of error, but some people put it by as much as 3 points.
It's going to be a tight election. Tight.
Oof. See, that's the whole dynamic, because they're trying to present Hillary as the eventual nominee, presented as a fait accompli. But if she takes a few nicks in some of these early rounds, I mean, it's could be very, very interesting.
That's right.
And we wanted to touch on an accident that happened last night, and this is one that happened just as we were going on the air last night. Off of Highway 12, or on Highway 12, there was a family that pulled onto Highway 12 into the path of a car. The mother had to be meta-flighted out to doctors. There was 4 people in the car, and the children, I guess the children ended up being okay, minor injuries, but and so broken. It looks like the lady who was driving the car ended up with a brain contusion, broken pelvis, broken legs, major injuries. Party 2 was major, including a possible broken pelvis. P2's son sustained a small abrasion to his forehead, and her daughter sustained no injuries thanks to use of a car seat. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family on their recovery, because it was a Highway 12 and Lime Kiln Road at 5:40 last night, and that was a bad one. It was just
Not good.
And not a good week to have anything like that happen, because that would be a Thanksgiving they would rather
not
forget.
Be in the hospital. Exactly. So, actually, one more headline, and this is very interesting. A stem cell milestone. If you haven't heard this, this is from LA Times, New York Times, and Washington Post. Scientists reprogram human skin cells to behave like embryonic stem cells, a breakthrough that would eliminate ethical concerns. And then there's another headline that is actually directly related. Biotech pharma firms react coolly to new stem cell research. This is from the AP. Despite excitement among scientists and at the White House about a new embryo-free technique for creating human stem cells, reactions from many companies that might someday turn the lab research into actual medical treatments ranged from muted to downright blasé.
Because it's just like it'll just happen.
No big deal.
Well, they're already starting to commercially grown skin for burn victims and stuff like that. I guess that's really entering the mainstream now. I mean, the days of the grafts and stuff like that are
here we go.
Basically over.
Skin cells transformed. Yeah.
Well, that kind of is nice because it eliminates the political side to the...
That's right. And then people just get the help and treatment and research they need.
Yeah.
Which is very cool.
From Tid in the top of the Drudge Report, looks like Oprah is going to hit the campaign trail.
I didn't read that story. Who's she hitting the campaign trail for?
Well, she's kind of come out for Obama, hasn't she?
I would imagine.
I mean, it's sweet scoop. Oprah to stump for Obama.
Yeah.
In New Hampshire. Poised to campaign for White House hopeful Senator Barack Obama in Iowa and New Hampshire. And he's pulled ahead. That's kind of the interesting thing there. And
well, Oprah, it will be very interesting to see what the Oprah effect is, because I mean, look what she's done for book sales and her
else.
Book clubs, and that type of thing. And if she has that same sort of effect on the election, That would be very interesting to see.
This is a headline I had to click on. It says, photo of nude man missing from Hillary fundraiser.
Oh.
What is this about the, censorship? That's what some art lovers whispered during the Hillary Clinton fundraiser November 5 at Woodley Park, home of Tony and Heather Podesta. Tony Podesta? Isn't he from our neck of the woods? All right. The huge photograph of the nude man was missing from its usual spot on the living room wall. Mm-hmm. And some guests concluded that politically correct Clintonites demanded the naked guy disappear.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
All right. I guess we better go to weather, huh?
Although this, I do want to say this, though. Brokaw, Washington Post print paper, probably dead in 10 years.
Yeah.
Former NBC anchor told Washington audience newspaper would be digital by 2018.
I believe it.
So this is going to be interesting.
And boy, as in our little tiny little neck of the woods, we can, it's the stuff online paper. It's an interestingly, it's already starting to have an effect.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And Arnold weather. Wednesday, sunny with a high of 57 degrees. Thanksgiving Day, sunny with a high of 57 degrees. And Friday, sunny with a high of 58 degrees.
Bear Valley, 26 degrees tonight and clear, which means they will be making snow. So
yes.
Days that are below freezing, they will be making snow fast and furiously at the top of the hill. Projecting openings are the December 9th weekend.
That's right.
So it's on its way.
That's
and they're
right.
they're opening up. And the interesting thing is we heard that they have hired a new snowmaking crew that was from Southern California.
Oh.
So they're used in some other resorts, I think they're New Mexico and things like that. But the interesting thing is they're used to opening on man-made snow. So that's kind of their thing. It's like because I guess they're very good at it as far as prepping and stuff. Because to them it's like, well, yeah, we always open on man-made stuff. Then Mother Nature comes along later. So anyway, mostly sunny to Thanksgiving Day at 46 up at the top of the hill. 49 degrees and sunny on Friday with a low. But it looks like it is below freezing. 26 tonight, 23 on Wednesday night, 24. So they will be making snow consistently. So that is
be really white up there.
Very
good
nice.
Very nice. Murphy's weather, Wednesday, sunny with a high of 65 degrees. Thanksgiving Day, sunny with a high of 64 degrees. And Friday, a couple of degrees warmer with a high of 66 degrees.
For our friends and viewers in Bangor, Maine, 34 and 24. It's kind of Bear Valley-ish in Bangor, Maine.
It's very
34
chilly.
and 24 today with snow. 39 and 30 on Wednesday. Thanksgiving Day, 42 and 30 with showers. And 36 and 17 on Friday.
Wow. Okay. Not so cold as that in Angels Camp. Wednesday, sunny with a high of 64 degrees. Thanksgiving Day, sunny with a high of 63 degrees. And Friday, high of 64 degrees.
Man.
You going to Valley Springs or Copper?
I'm typing Copper.
Okay.
If I can spell weather.
Always the catch. There's always a catch.
Watching grown people type. There
Yeah,
we go.
exactly.
All right. Copperopolis, California weather. Very nice. 63 and 44, 64 and 37, 66 and 40 on Thanksgiving, and 63 and 38 on Friday.
Wow.
Above the fog and below the snow.
And pretty much the same for Valley Springs.
I never
Wednesday,
would've guessed.
63. Who would have known? 63 degrees.
Yeah.
Thursday, 63 degrees. Friday, 64 degrees.
Thank you very much for joining us, and we hope you have a great... We're still deciding internally whether we're going to... If anybody's going to be around to watch it tomorrow night, or
That's
they're going to
right.
be ready in all their Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah, so we may or may not see
If
you
we
tomorrow
don't
night.
have a fresh episode for you tomorrow night, we wish you a great Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And we will see you back, and have a great one.
Yes,
Thanks.
good night.
Bye-bye.